today's adventure is all about durian. If you know anyone that doesn't like durian, this is a video to share with them, because I'm going to explain to you everything you need to know about getting your head around durian. Is it a fruit? Well, you're about to find out. I'm here in SS Durian House. They've got the whole range. It's durian season at the moment, the whole range. The prices are a little bit on the high side. I've seen them in the city lower than this, but it's a great captive place. It's a good place to come and try all sorts of durian. Comment down below, let me know what your favorite durian is. I mean, there are numbers in here like C3PO and R2D2 and all sorts of strange names. I know which ones I like, and I know which ones I think I'd like to try. So come on, without further ado, let's explore some durian. Musang King is 91 kilo, yeah?
Yes, Musang King.
Black Thorn is 95. Okay, so this is the Durian Man Durian House. We're going to have a little wander. There's several of them in this area. Hello, Durian. Hello, Durian boys. Okay, so he's saying that there's a shortage of Musang King. They're 90 ringgits a kilo here. That seems so expensive to me. I've seen them for sale in Penang for as little as, I know they're not AA grade, but I've seen them for sale as little as 38 ringgits a kilo. I know my durian well enough to know that they are Musang King, but they're not particularly high grade Musang King. At 90 ringgit, that's quite high. So let's go and check out some other places. So it's my feeling that Durian Man place is overpriced. Let me know in the comments what you think. Don't forget that there are more than one durian stores around here. There are quite a lot actually, and there are also a lot of smaller independent traders just selling off the backs of trucks. The place I'm looking for, or was recommended to me, is SS Durian House. So let's see if we can find it. Is there a durian house down here?
You just go straight and...
Yeah. Those lads are nice. They're selling fried bananas. I don't want to start having fried bananas just now. I've got to keep my appetite for durian. So we asked our grab driver to drop us there at the Durian Man. It wasn't where I was coming to, but he wanted to show me that. And we said, oh, well, we get out there and have an explore, seeing we were there. But I just spoke with the young lads selling the fried bananas, and they said Durian Man is, they didn't say it was overpriced, but the words they used was expensive. So those that know durian well, what's your favorite? I've got to say Musang King's not my favorite. I'm really looking forward to trying the Black Thorn, which, if I remember rightly, was one of my favorites. But that again is a very expensive and popular durian fruit. Tell me in the comments, what would be your favorite durian? Oh, you can smell that durian now. So this is the place I was looking for. This is the SS2 Durian House. So they say this one's Pilau Penang. So 45 ringgit. I wonder what they're selling that for in Penang. Let's just pop that back up where it belongs. So this is Old Tree Musang King quadruple A quality, and they're selling it at 68 ringgits a kilo. So black and gold Musang King, one of the higher grades. That's a triple, what is 5? It's 5A grade of Musang King. And on the end, one of my favorite of all durians is the Black Thorn. If this is Musang King, what you're looking for on the bottom of the durian here is 5 stars. You've got, which is pretty unique. It's not, I don't think it's completely unique to the Musang King durian, but it's a good basic way of checking whether this is actually Musang King or not. The flesh inside should be beautiful and gold, really almost like a rich butter. I'll tell you what, if you were looking at you remember in the old days the knights used to carry those, what were they, the weapons? You could stick this on a broomstick, it would be absolutely lethal. This is Black Thorn? Yeah. It's a big size, huh? This would be like 2.5, 3 kilos? 2.5. Yeah, I think 2.5 kilos. So this would be quite an expensive durian. You're looking at a lot of money. You have a good quality small size?
Small size, huh?
Yeah. Can I see? 1.6, yeah. This is still an expensive Blackthorn, but I do want to try a Blackthorn, but I'm not sure. The prices are really high. So we're just going to have a look at this Musang King. See the color? Oh, it's beautiful color. Golden, yellow, little.
Look nice.
Look good, yeah? Thank you, my friend. This is the D24.
This is bitter and sweet one.
Bitter and sweet, yes? So the color is a lot different. The flesh is... Thank you, man. So this is a paler flesh, bitter and sweet. But we're going to try this. I've had D24 before in Penang. Udang merah. So this one...
From Penang.
It's from Penang, so we love Penang. Some great... So this one is a much cheaper durian. Just as an example, I'm so excited. I've got 3 durian. I've obviously gone for the Musang King, which I have to say looks delicious. It isn't a triple A grade. They usually should be perfectly round, and I showed you have the 5-star on the bottom. I'm not going to go for the Blackthorn. A few of the other customers here said the Blackthorn here weren't so good. I've gone for a D24, which I've had before. This, well, I'll tell you what they taste like when we get to them. And then this one, what's this one called, Michelle?
That one is called Pilau, Penang, Odang.
So this is a Pilau Penang Udang. This, they say, is a Penang durian. Very small, not overly expensive. You can see the seeds inside. The flesh is quite pale, a little bit like the 24, similar color to the 24. But take a look. I mean, just come in here. This is the D24. It's soft and buttery. Also, they've got gloves if you want to wear gloves so you don't get the smell. Durian, it gets into your system. It's going to get into your sweat and everything. So I'm not going to worry with the gloves. I'm going straight for the durian. I don't know whether to start with the king or whether to work my way up from the bottom. I don't know. This is the one that excites me. 24 I haven't had for a long time, and I just picked that up. The flesh, oh, this is so soft and buttery. So here we go. We're going to get complicated. One of the things that I want to say to people who haven't had durian before is don't expect fruit. The first time I had durian was in Hong Kong many years ago, back in the 90s. And I remember a friend of mine saying, it doesn't taste like what it smells. Well, it does taste like what it smells. And I really struggled back then. But now I've started to appreciate the flavors of durian. And what you shouldn't be looking for is those soft, sweet fruits, the berries, the strawberries, raspberries. It's nothing like that. Think more sort of avocado or a very ripe camembert cheese. I mean, that gives you a better understanding of what you might expect. And if you go in with that idea, you've got a better chance of really enjoying this wonderful fruit. And I use fruit with that question mark because it's one of those complex fruits. They are not fruits as we know them. So I'm starting with a mid-range. Shouldn't do, I should start with the Musang King. I'm going with the mid-range, the D24. Oh, big seed. Oh, complex. Almost caramelized. Like a sort of rich caramel. I've got that sort of cheesy idea, so it has got the texture of camembert. A little bit sour, a little bit towards the sour, not so sweet. A bit of a bitter aftertaste. So D24, I'm almost getting a little hint of orange there as well, like an orange zest, really complex. Let's get the seed. Okay, that's the seed inside. It's quite a large seed for a durian. The flavors of the Musang King should be quite a bit different, but that is delicious. That is absolutely delicious. And there's an afterness, a little bitterness on the tongue afterwards, which is really unusual. I'm going down to the lowest grade here because I want to see what this one tastes like before I go and get my beloved Musang King. Now, I say beloved, it wasn't always my favorite durian, so I'm interested to see what I think of it now. I think actually the Black Thorn, which I haven't got, I'll try that maybe in another video. If someone can recommend a good quality blackthorn. We might try that at another time. So this is the Pilau Penang Odang. And I can tell that this has got quite a lot of seed. I mean, this is tiny. I'm hoping it's going to be delicious, whether it's got any sort of sweet notes to it. The last one was towards those sort of bitter and sour flavours. Okay, the seed in the centre is soft, creamy. That's quite delicious, actually. That's got a sweet note, almost sort of like a ripe banana. And pears. So this one's I'm getting a slight sort of pear flavour, the sweetness of a pear, or apples maybe. That's quite delicious. Actually, that's really quite a nice, considering, I mean, there's a lot of people out there going to be shouting at me, no, this is not a good quality durian, but I'm liking the flavour of that one. That's got apples and pears as an after. So imagine camembert with apples and pears. Well, actually it works, doesn't it? Camembert with apple. It works. But let's face it, you're all here to see the Musang King, and I'm here to try it as well. So without further ado, look at this soft, buttery Musang King. Just falling apart. I mean, look at the flesh in there. Are you ready? Now, as I said before, if you've had durian before and you haven't liked it, watch this video. Try to get to understand what you should expect and give it another go. I really implore you. Here goes, Musang King. Wow. So I'm getting a bitterness and the sweet flavours. So I'm getting the sweet sort of underlying apples and pears, but not really apples and pears. I'm getting that ripe sort of cheese, like a good French brie or camembert. I've got to go back in. Yes, Musang King, sweet, slightly grassy taste there as well. Really delicious, absolutely delicious, buttery smooth, almost like a clotted cream in texture. There are 2 seeds in this piece of Musang King. The seed is firmer, so it's a firmer seed. Now, granted, I can tell by the shape of this Musang King, and this is a black and gold Musang King, by the way. I don't think I said that at the beginning, but I can tell by the shape of it, it's not an A grade, not a triple A grade. It's probably closer to a B grade, the shape, and that really means that the shape of the durian itself is not perfect enough to hold a lot of fruit. A perfectly round durian will have lots of flesh inside it, but it still tastes good. You want some, Michelle?
No.
A third little pip in there, and again I'm getting that sort of fruity flavour, a little bit of sourness. Oh, that is very good. I'm going to say it's not as good as what I had in Penang, because those things were fresh off of the tree, you know. You should look, and I probably can, I'll put it in here in a moment. I'll show you what to look for fresh durian.
The durian must fall down and hit the ground hard.
Right.
Hard enough to release the flavor.
To break the sugar, to bruise the durian, yeah?
Yes.
This is a fresh durian from...
Look, from the tree, just drop, you can
Yeah.
see it's wet
Yeah.
and green.
Okay.
One day off, this one will be dry, no more water.
But nonetheless, I'm trying to think what flavours I'm getting out of that. There's this very much a creamy texture, a little edge of fruit, not as much as this little fella over here, but a little edge of fruit and a bit of the bitterness. So you're sort of getting between the two, the D24 and the Musang King. This is a lot more expensive fruit. And I'd say probably this one here, if you want to save yourself some money, is definitely where I'd be sitting at if I was buying durian, you know, in bulk for the week or something like that. So overall, we paid about 120 ringgit for all the durian here, but the bulk of that is in the Musang King. That's probably about 80, 90 ringgits in the Musang King. Now, I talked with the taxi driver on the way down here, and I said, will they be all right me taking some of this back in the taxi? He said, If they're not, you can always put it in the boot. But we're going to have a lot of durian to take back with us. But the Musang King is such an easy durian to eat. It doesn't throw up any complications. It's got the sweetness, it's got the bitterness. I can see why it's super popular. And it looks really good, doesn't it? The other thing to enjoy while you're out having durian is a fresh coconut. There's coconut water here. It comes with a little spoon, so you can either use the spoon or you can actually break off the side of the coconut and use this edge to cut the flesh away afterwards. Man, that's good. That's very good. So there it is, SS Durian House. Oh, we've got some takeaway durian with us as well. I can't eat it all. Durian is pretty filling actually, and I got 3 of them, so I got a good amount of takeout. And also, we've got to visit here, which will be in the next episode. There's a stall somewhere nearby, maybe about 1 or 2 kilometers, that makes pizza, and I've been told it's really good pizza. So let's go and check that out. He went to Europe, he discovered pizza, he talked with some Italian chefs. He's come back here to Malaysia, Petalinjaya, PJ, and he's making pizza on the street. Doesn't get any better than that. 5 years, what a difficult time. 2022, what a difficult time to be experimenting. But he's dedicated and he's here. And today, Michelle and I, we're going to try his pizza, and I'm going to be kind. I suspect it's pretty good, but I'm going to be kind anyway.